The best way to start is one incredible damage upgrade. We went from 6 to 10 damage firing 2 projectiles at once, otherwise known as double the shots for double the murder. Then we're going to take explosive blobs. Enemies have a 10% chance to explode on death, dealing AoE damage, so maybe we're going to stack up enormous bombs. Because if the idiots explode on death, they will explode the idiots beside them. Then they'll cause a chain reaction, destroying everything. And obliteration as a passive actually pairs into that really nicely. Enemies, if they're hit and they have above 95% health, have a pretty good chance of getting hit again. So they'll get double exploded, and we're going to fight an octopus for the first time. He has sucky power, which is actually going to be really annoying, so we're going to have to keep a little bit of distance from him. It's actually really good he showed up though, because if we kill him, we get a really good bonus. Not if we kill him, it's a matter of when. And as soon as you want to actually start shooting at him, we'll be all the better because of it. And we got another level up to obliteration. The enemies need to be above 90% health, and they're going to get 40% damage again. So if something big hits them, they take really big damage again. As per usual, it's just about stacking damage. The more we do, the more bonus damage we do. Then we're going to get this. All damage dealt has an additional 10% crit chance, dealing extra crit damage. The octopus has sucked us in. Well played to it. It finally got us. Its sucking power is actually really strong, so it's really annoying. It won't take more than a few more good hits. We're doing 10 damage a shot. So we're going to sit right down here. If we get a few crits like we did, we'll kill it all the quicker. Attacks have a 15% chance to conjure one homing goo that will find an enemy and explode, dealing more explosion damage and just more damage in general. Look at all the goos going out already. That's just more shots I don't need to fire. And we get our first bonus. Well, I get a 1 times 5% damage multiplier. That could have been a lot bigger, but I'll take it. A 5% damage increase is a 5% damage increase, and that's going to add up to huge numbers by the end of this. Increase the damage of AoE items by 15%, so every explosion gets an extra 15% damage, and we're going to need more explosions because we're starting to get exploding idiots. But that should work in our favor because they'll explode and everyone explodes. That homing goo thing is actually really good. Like, it lands and explodes everywhere, and it goes off constantly. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. Now there's going to be a 17 chance, and it's going to fire 2 goos. Which means we're going to get constant goos going out because we're firing 2 bullets at once, so that also stacks onto the odds. Now I just need more enemies with health bars to spawn, then I'll get lots of bonuses. And I'm actually going to increase my movement speed here because movement speed really is key to survival, and I can turn that into damage later. This slime is already really fast. The faster it goes, the more I'll be able to kite these idiots into tight little bunches and murder them all. There's lots of good ones here. I think I'm actually going to take the spikes right now. Attacks have a 20% chance to spawn spikes, so on hitting things we'll just have more AoE and different damage going out to hurt things. It's going to be a nice variety of things that can hurt idiots, but we'll basically always be doing something when we hit idiots. And I'm pretty sure they can all proc at the same time if they want to. Attacks have a 70% chance to conjure 3 homing goo balls. So if we get a little bit of piercing on top of this, we'll constantly be launching goo balls, and a lot of them at that, and they're really evaporating the enemies. Oh, when this levels up enough, it actually changes its form. So there's now a 20% chance to conjure the 3 goo balls, and then they'll explode in a medium radius, doing more damage again. Then I think it relaunches itself. I didn't realize the skills could actually like level themselves up to a different quality once they get to their ultimate forms. So that big goo ball is going to turn into more goo balls, so we have a chain reaction of goo balls. So that might be our bread and butter for a while. We just need to start spawning more and more of those because those are really doing damage. We need bigger goo balls. I just put myself in a really stupid spot by laughing at the goo balls. I should be getting to a safer location. Let's have a 10% chance to throw an arching boomerang. The more different things we have going out, the more enemies are going to die. The more they die, the more they explode and kill other enemies, which then explode and kill other enemies. And this is why we need a bit of movement speed. So when we finally have a teeny tiny opening to get to safety, we got to take it. That's going to be a satisfying big reaction. They all blew up. Let's get a little more movement speed. I really want to be able to just maneuver around as I see fit. And then I'll be able to do things like this where I can just escape right through the littlest of gaps. While gooifying the entire world, okay, I put myself in a really bad spot again. But I'm able to fire an additional projectile. This should push them back just a little bit, but we gotta remember to actually, if we're not killing things, we're not doing a lot of damage. We need to constantly be hitting things. I've never fought this thing before, so I'm not really sure what he's gonna do. He's gonna drop red balls everywhere. Luckily, we're super quick, so we don't need to worry. Unless enemies start spawning a lot, but we are firing 3 projectiles at once, so we got all sorts of goo balls going out all at once. And spikes and whatever else we're doing at this point. The hardest part is seeing past the goo balls, so I'm running into things a lot and I don't mean to. We could pierce enemies at this point. We could make our AoE bigger, which would also be good. I think we want a bit of piercing, that way our damage goes through and we cause extra goo balls and stuff to spawn. Basically, the whole screen's going to be damaged soon, and that's just going to be a lot of fun. Look at all the goo balls focusing on the boss. I gotta stop getting hit. Wow, he really has some strong, weird attacks that are very hard to avoid sometimes. Like that. That's more just chaotic. I didn't have to move there, but I felt like I did. And we're going to get 2 times whatever this is for an extra power boost. Each critical strike has a 40% chance of attacking again. I feel like we already had a pretty reasonable crit chance, so that's actually really going to help us. I need to remember that I need to be constantly hitting things. If I stop hitting things, it's really hard to get going again for the murder. Once I am hitting things, though, it gets pretty easy because the goo balls destroy everything, and then I don't have to do a thing. I'm actually going to take projectiles deal 1 extra bonus damage because I'm firing 3 of them, and because I'm firing 3 of them, each one does a little bit less damage. That's just going to put that damage back on and then some. And then we're doing this to the enemies suddenly, where we're just gooifying them all, and they're all chain reaction exploding, and it's all very easy. Goo balling the world. We're turning it all slowly into a giant pile of slime, and there's nothing they can do about it. Even these big dumb guys are melting now. They usually explode and pour their idiots all over me, but they all get gooified right away. I also just got that danger sound. I think that means there's someone with a health bar somewhere out there. This is what I wanted. Deal more damage the faster you move. So that's going to add some damage for sure because we move quite quickly. And the faster we move, the more damage we're going to add. There's the health bar guy. I need to remember to start watching my health and not walk into idiots. There is a horseshoe down there, or whatever, a magnet that's going to hopefully pick up some health if it drops somewhere on the map. I'm not seeing any though, but we'll pick that up. That's easy experience at least. Let's increase the damage of all AoE by another 15%, so it's at a 30% total boost, because a lot of our damage is coming from AoE stuff, in particular the slime. The more damage that slime can do, it's going to be absolutely destructive. And I got to be careful of situations like this, because it'd be really, really easy to get cornered here against the coast. And this isn't the tankiest of slimes, so I can only survive so many hits before we're going to have a problem. But as long as we're reasonably close to things, we should be absolutely destroying them with all of our many different types of damage. Like, look at that thing just getting absolutely gooified. I need something to drop me some health though. Ooh, there's lots of good ones here. Deal more damage the faster you move. Increase the damage of AoE. I'm going to deal more damage from faster movement because I'm going to want more movement speed. He died, so he's going to give me 1 times, I think, a fiery ring. I think when enemies die, they can also release a fiery ring now, so that's just more giant AoE upon death for them. So big clusters like this are really going to be to their detriment because they're all just going to chain off each other and explode. While I, sit back here and further gooify them, which these big guys that explode into a bunch of small guys, they also have AoE, which hurts me. And it's actually really, really hard to avoid when I get into those tight little spots. Okay, there's another health bar guy, but that's actually good because he should die pretty quick. There's lots of good things here. I'm going to increase my movement speed again because that just gives me a lot more damage again. So we're already doing lots just with our basic attack, but our gooey ball attack is also plenty good. Because look at that guy, he's already lost a quarter of his health, and I just kind of been sitting over here, not really focused on him, but hitting him a little bit. Look at all the experience on the ground at this point. I gotta get these guys to all chain react die. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be so thick of experience. Yeah, the ground's turning blue in spots. Enemies have a 20% chance to ignite upon death, dealing extra damage, so there's gonna be more on death effects. And that's really what we're here to do, is kill things anyway. So deal more damage the faster I move. We're going to get even more damage bonus per movement speed because we're super quick anyway. We're a lightning speed slime who mostly just runs headlong into danger. This could be a good one. 3 times 20% crit chance. So we just added 60% crit chance. 60. That bonus, we now have a 75% crit chance. So that's definitely also something we need to keep an eye on. And that's all the red numbers. Those are crits. So when you see red, we've done the crit, which is going to be a lot of our hits, which means enemies are going to die quickly. So that means we're going to do things like this right now. Each critical strike is a 40% chance of causing up to 3 slashes, dealing 75% damage again. So they're going to get like multi-critted, big time multi-critted. That's just going to absolutely stack up on top of themselves. So whoop, that's a really nice synergy. I just got to, okay, stop doing that. If I could just get health to drop, I got to add a little bit of toughness at this point. Moomsa is also showing up, so that's not great timing for me, but I'm quick enough that I can probably avoid the damage. Maybe adding some range attack would be good. We also need to kill these because these are the bane of my existence. Moomsa is supposed to be really quick and intimidating because of it. I'm a lot quicker. Okay, there's 2 different things that I've been stacking up that now turn into gold quality. I think this one, dealing damage enemies above 80% has a 35% chance to deal 75% of that damage again. Combine that with the crits that stack up, that's the moneymaker. Now things are gonna die. Look at that health dropping. There's so many bombs going on Moomsa. Still gotta keep a healthy bit of distance though. Moomsa is not slow. And now we're gonna get another giant upgrade. So we're gonna get a 60% attack speed bonus. So as fast as we were just sliming things, we're gonna be sliming all the quicker. 60% faster bullets going out for 60% more fun. Wouldn't mind some healing at this point, but beggars can't be choosers. That crazy attack speed combined with the crits, combined with the explosions, this is a pretty good build. Gotta add a little bit of toughness, but already I feel pretty unstoppable. I mean, the results kind of speak for themselves. As soon as we're attacking anything, we're absolutely launching hordes of slime at them. And our movement speed is so quick too that we can mostly avoid the damage. The only time we do get hurt is when I walk directly into damage because I'm not paying attention. Even there, I just walked into something because I wasn't paying attention. I think we just touched the explosion, maybe just about. It's just a constant explosion everywhere though. We're just chain reacting everything. I think I saw some health drop as well. Okay, we're going to increase the radius of AoE by 15%. This is also good, but I want some bigger explosions. That little guy was a bit of health. Not a ton, but enough to make me feel better again. And that's what I'm here to do, is feel good. Not so much the enemy. I'm here to make them not feel good. Starting to get a little claustrophobic here because that big explodey idiot. We're going to have a health bar guy coming up. So we'll find him and blob him. Oh, more health. So we're also going to take out the spiders as quickly as we can. There's our health friend. So he's already lost 20% of his health, and those slimes are melting him. Probably don't want to sit in this corner for very long. Okay, we're going to get out of here as soon as we can. Even from way over here, we took off most of the health of the health bar guy. Like, he's almost dead just from the rampaging slimes he got shooting. And I'm going to take more damage per movement speed. I could have just taken straight up pure damage, but this is going to equal more, I think. These leggy idiots are getting annoying, but the health bar guy is almost dead. There's also a magnet on the ground there that's going to hoover up everything we want. There's a lot of explosive idiots around. That's actually really, really hard to avoid. I'm just going to go way over here and put all the enemies on one side of me. That way I'm more or less in control of where they explode. That's one of the biggest things, is just enemy management, putting them in the right spots. This guy's dead. And we got a one-time spikes upgrade there. I didn't get a chance to see what that would look at all of this. Give me that. Our goo is going to get upgraded. 20% just spawn 4 homing goos. They explode in a medium radius, and they have a 20% chance to go again, to re-goo. Tree hugger is nice. I think I'm actually just going to take extra damage per projectile because I'm not going to be able to hug trees, not consciously. As strong as we are, there's still a lot of enemies and they push into me very quickly if I'm not careful. So hugging trees just not a thing. But damage, whoops, isn't going to be a problem. My carelessness, however, is I got to take out these guys because they'll pinch me out if I don't get rid of them. Okay, we're going to circle around so everyone's in front of us once again. Look at all those explodey guys. That's not super fun until they explode at least, and as long as I have the room, it's actually lots of fun. Look at them go. Eat goo, morons. Okay, they're actually really bigly chain reactioning, and then it's just the spiders left that really annoy me more than anything. Those aren't fun when I'm in such a tight little area because they just basically mortar me from anywhere. Okay, these guys are supposed to be tough. So far we're just sort of melting through them. I would like to get on the other side of them, so I'm going to sit in their face until they all die. Enemies have a 15% chance to explode on death, dealing damage. Great. Basically, when things die, bad things happen to the other things. Everyone dies. It's a big chain reaction. It's lovely. I don't actually know what those are. They're wearing gray helmets or something, so we'll keep an eye on those. Increase the radius of all AoE by a further 15%, so we got a 30% boost to AoE, so bigger explosions, bigger goo bombs. There's some HP even, whoops, as we take damage getting it. Look at the size of the goo now. That goo is going to destroy everything. Okay, I gotta be careful here. Hard to see the helmet wearing guys amongst the goo. And everything is just absolutely exploding everywhere, and I couldn't be happier about that. DPS is 2300, so DPS is routinely going into the thousands. Ooh, it's gonna be really good once you get into all those guys. Yeah, there's 1500, 600. It's hard to watch the DPS and play at the same time. But I do need to remember I need to be continually doing damage to keep doing damage. It's a momentum game. We're now about to fight Zigrid. Zigrid's not actually huge as far as bosses go, so I almost didn't see him at first. We've also taken off most of his health already between our crits and goo balls and everything. Yeah, he's actually really almost dead. That was the quickest boss fight I've ever had. That was also the most advanced boss fight. 4 times 30 crit damage. So we're having like 75% crits plus an extra 120% crit damage. That's a crazy bonus. I'm actually going to take the strange fruit, increase your attack range by 100. I know I say I have to continually attack idiots to make this build work, so now I can attack them from just about anywhere. So we have a 75% crit chance with a 284% crit damage, basically triple. So let's see what these guys think of that. We're doing big damage. Those goo bombs, wow, yeah, okay, this is going to be a fun build. This one's going to go far. Once those goo balls start going, they really don't stop, and then there's just red numbers everywhere, and big red numbers at that. Those are huge. Enemies are definitely getting tough, though, because they actually managed to surround us there. The ones that wear helmets, very hard to kill. They're very, very, very hard to kill, but I got them all bunched up now, so I'm just going to slowly circle around and keep them in a nice tight little pod. A pod of morons. I wasn't sure what that was sitting on the ground. It's actually a tree. I was hoping it was heals, not that I need much. It's just reassuring knowing there's heals on the ground waiting for me. Yeah, this damage is getting absurd. If I get a few more small damage upgrades even, they're really going to start to stack up at this point, but right now we're just melting everyone. There's some health. We'll pick that up. That'll put us at full health again. I feel like this is the kind of game you could break if you get the right things stacking up and synergizing with each other. Exploding fire pool, that's upgrading to a blue. Enemies have a 15% chance to explode, dealing extra fire damage. And that's good for cases like this when there's lots of little guys out there, lots of explosions. No one's going to stand any chance at all of surviving, except maybe the helmet guys. But even them, they're going to start to explode, and once they start, they're not going to stop. I think when they explode now too, they leave lava pools on the ground, so they just continually hurt people that walk on them. So that just leaves dangerous spots on the map for them. They can't touch those. Yeah, that actually works out really good, because we explode so many of them in a big group, they all turn into explosions and lava, and it just chain reacts. I could probably actually hold still at this point and take on the entire level. So far that seems to be true. This part's gonna get, okay, I forgot about the bombers. Okay, this is a bad idea. We gotta move out of there. I just got the danger sound, so we got another health bar idiot somewhere on the map. I really gotta take out the spiders because they'll annoy me to no end. There's always an exit lane for me now though because of all this damage. Let's increase our damage by 15%. I think that's just basically everything gets a 15% damage upgrade. We really didn't need that, but boy did we want it. That guy's got 10,000 HP, so we'll see how fast we can kill him. Okay, he's already down 2,000. Coming up on 3,000 pretty quick. He's gonna sit right in our face, and that's a good spot. Actually, we're gonna go grab all this while he slowly wanders. Oh, we got another guy coming in. Perfect. Hope he likes goo bombs. Okay, he's down to 4,000 HP, 2,000 HP. We're gonna try and slip out the side. There's our other friend with a health bar. He only has 5,000 HP. He's got no chance at all. Okay, that guy's about dead. Then we get a bonus. Okay, that's only a 5% crit damage increase, but that's still a free 5% crit damage increase. We're doing a lot of crits. This, again, also won't be a big one, but it'll still be a plus 5% crit chance. So we do legitimately have an 80... Look at the debris field. We've just been killing things out here without even trying. We're going to fight Z-Grid again. I don't even know what to focus on. Do I go focus on... I want this experience. The magnet will help. There we go. Okay, we're going to increase the radius of AoE by another 15%. So now the blobs and everything are going to be even bigger by a lot. And then we're going to go focus our damage on Z-Grid, who's got 12,000 HP and is going to get slimed really badly. There's some health on the ground. I'm going to try avoid picking that up. Okay, Z-Grid's almost dead. I didn't realize. I was mostly just trying not to touch the red balls. Z-Grid is now defeated. Hopefully we get a good bonus out of this one. Yep, gold. How about a 60% damage multiplier? 60, that's absurd. So those big red numbers we saw are going to get much bigger again. That's going to be such a stupid amount of damage for everything. We're hitting for just 57 base damage. 56, 57, those aren't even, well maybe those are crits. I guess every hit is about a crit at this point though, so that kind of works out. I did just take 1.5 those are quick. Okay, those are really quick. Gotta remember they don't turn well, so you gotta keep leading them in a big circle. Wow, we're almost dead. Okay, we gotta be really careful not to touch anything at all. Enemies do a lot of damage at this point. Need to remember that. Don't touch. Gotta try and lead them around in circles because they do not corner at all. I'm also getting scared even of my own slimes. There's so much going on that like everything flying around, I constantly think it's damage for me. There's a magnet power, or we're gonna take another 20% damage on top of what we're already doing. Then we're getting giant chain reactions of things. We're just destroying everything. Just a giant chain reaction, everything dies. Still need some toughness, but I've been saying that for like an hour. Eventually we will actually make good on that and get some toughness, but it's hard when you just get such good damage options. You don't really need toughness if you do that much damage. Ooh, that was close. The hardest part is when all the enemies spawn in around you and you're trying to figure out a way to deal with them all, kind of like this, but they'll all chain reaction and get gooified. And there's an exit lane down here, so that wasn't so bad. But a big part of it is just sort of the luck of where the idiots are gonna spawn and if they kind of leave you an exit lane or not. Also, kill the spiders. That's my life advice for everyone. Kill the spiders as soon as you see them. Okay, we got the sound. There's a new enemy coming in, a health bar enemy. We'll find him immediately and destroy him. Okay, he's down there. He's got 14,000 HP. Ooh, that's a lot of exploding idiots. These guys can be a problem. In my defense, there really aren't a lot of like defensive and toughness upgrades coming, so we're just going to take another 25% damage on top of everything, and we'll just hope we don't get into any sticky situations. We are going to try and destroy that boss real quick. If we're focusing damage on him, we're not taking out the rest of the idiots though, so we need to be aware of that. He's very close to dead though. Should be a few little volleys. We're going to try and slip out the side as soon as we can. And those gray guys coming in too, you really got to watch them because they can get to you very quickly. This guy's almost dead. Hopefully he'll drop me something that heals me. 2 times Silly Saucer, 1 projectile that deals 8 damage. Saucer is regained. Okay, it's just like a swirling blade of doom around me. Speaking of doom, there's a lot of explosives around me, so we'll chain reaction them, and we'll chain reaction them again and again, and then they're gone. Yeah, normally, ooh, that was a little bit close. This would be worrying me, but we do so much damage now that I feel like no matter what spawns in front of me, it's going to die. Then we're going to take the ruby. We're going to get an extra 7.5 chance for crit damage and more crit damage. So our crit chance is now 87%, and we're doing triple damage every time that happens. Ooh, that was scary. I touched something. Why? I have 0 out of 8 HP. I have a fraction of an HP left. So low it doesn't even register. I definitely didn't play that very wisely. But I think we're going to be okay because now we're fighting the big guys. And usually that's a precursor to... This is actually really scary. Oh, those guys aren't quick though. Oh, this is easy then. They're supposed to be tough and just waddle towards you menacingly. But our damage is so high that they're going to die. They're all going to die. And there's Gaia. We'll kill Gaia as soon as we can see it. Oh, this is an ugly spot to be too. Okay, we're going to circle around. Ooh, another magnet. Can I have some HP now? I have literally a fraction of an HP. Where's Gaia? Okay, there you are. Gaia, we need to talk. You need to die very quickly. I need to have some space to maneuver. Thank you. Okay, we're going to focus on Gaia for a sec. We're going to slime Gaia. Gaia is dying so quickly. We're definitely a lot stronger than the boss at this point. We're absolutely stronger than everything. Guy is dead. Oh, there's some HP above me. And we're going to get a good bonus. 2 times 20 crit damage. More crit damage. I mostly want this HP. And okay, we got 2 out of 8 HP. So we can maybe survive a hit. But to be fair, that's a lot more than we could do before. We had so little HP, it wouldn't even register. Look at all the experience we left behind everywhere with our giant explosions. It's literally covering the entire map. And I just used a magnet like 10 seconds ago to scoop this all up, so things have just been chain reacting everywhere. So far we've killed 40,000 idiots, and I get the feeling they're about to be a lot stronger now that we're in a new level again. We're still making them look pretty weak though, because our damage is kind of stupid. Our damage is really stupid. Okay, here's our first health bar idiot, 23,000 HP. That's far and away the strongest we fought yet. And they seem really armored because we're not hitting them for nearly as much damage as we used to. Ooh, this is an ugly spot. Okay, circle around. Circle around. We got hit by just a little bit of damage. Just keep running in circles. Just keep circling. We're good. There's a lot of HP in the ground. I don't know how to get out of this. Ooh, okay, this is going to be trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, there's 2 health bar guys. Okay, can we get out this way? Perfect. Everything's exploding and turning into tough guys. Well, that's the end of me. But next time, we're going to get more enemies to spawn.